What have we got? Apologies that took so long, but you know, when that introduction starts, I obey. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Team Iron well, not welcome back, just welcome. This is a game, SOCOM US Navy Seals, a game my stepfather, who for the purposes of this Let's Play will be referred to as Darius Angel, my wrestling name being Darius Angel, of course. My stepfather gave this game to me when I was a, well, young man. Well, I don't know, I think I may have been 12. Anyway, this is a, you play as a Navy SEAL team and you go around defeating terrorists, taking checks and breaking necks. This will be my first time ever doing a PlayStation 2 Let's Play, and I hope it works out. Anyway, first thing to do, establish the fighting layout we have, and obviously we're going to go with precision shooter because the sure shot is a very classic arcadey style fighting. Anyway, precision shooter. Pause if you want to. Well, I suppose there's no point in you all learning the controls, but anyway, it might be a good idea if I actually learn what these are. Hopefully I'll remember them. I have finished the game several times. Alright, that'll do. Yes, this is a PS2 game, so... Oh, and you've just seen my emulator. Anyway, let's go into the first mission. You know, this game came out in 2002, so I thought, oh, it's futuristic, and now we're well past 2002, and we're well past 2006 when this is all supposed to be taking place. Some people bombing an oil pipeline. Now, I could let you sit through the briefing, and my respect goes to Jennifer Hale, who does the narration and is your superior in this game, but that would take too long, so basically I'm gonna sum up the mission as it goes. In this first one, there is a Russian terrorist group called the Iron Brotherhood, and they are trading black market weapons on a barge that is in international waters just below, or not below, near the Alaskan Beaufort Sea. So, we have to go in.
The following primary objectives must be completed
and
for
do
a
all
successful
these.
mission. Objective 1. Secure the barge. Objective 2. Disable the terrorists' communications. Objective 3. Gather intel. Objective 4. Scuttle the freighter.
Now I'm feeling bad about leaving Jennifer Hale out of this. Jennifer Hale, who has voiced countless games. Anyway, in the next few missions I will, because the introduction took so long, in the next few missions I will actually go through and show you the overview and the mission details. Anyway, weapons. Now, I like to always play with silenced weapons. If there comes a time where I am not using a silenced weapon, something is very wrong. Because this is the first playthrough of the game on this system, you don't get that, your choice of weaponry is not that wide. Now for this mission we are all required to carry a satchel of explosives. That's for destroying the ship. Now I would always recommend taking extra ammo and one type of grenade. I'm going to take the classic HE grenade because I always seem to do that. And you press the start button if you're ever playing this, although it's a very old PS2 game, to get the equipment, otherwise it just defaults. Anyway, let's do this. Now, this game is rather unforgiving. If you lose the mission, you have to start all the way from the start again. Not from the start of the entire game, but the level. I will be making use of save states just in case this happens, because this is going to be on an emulator, let's not hide the fact. But it does mean that, unlike in my Skyrim Let's Play, I can't use any form of cheating at all. Although, you know, that was legitimate use of cheating in that Skyrim Let's Play, and I'm glad I finished it. Alright, we're swimming to the barge. Obviously there's a 4-person fire team, that's how fire teams work in the US military. You and your team all have code names. You're Kahuna, your partner who always stays by your side is Boomer. I'll let Jennifer Hale speak.
This is HQ. Work quickly and quietly to secure the barge. You won't get a warm welcome if you're discovered.
We got the swim behind us. Let's get to work. We need to cut off their communications, get the intel, and sink this ship. Let's not attract too much attention.
I've worked out my Russian, sir. I can tell you what they're saying.
2 guards are standing on patrol here. You need to eliminate them silently. It's tight quarters, so order Bravo to hold position. To avoid detection, kill them with either a silenced weapon or your knife. Move their bodies into shadowed areas so other terrorists can't discover them. It may be easier to wait for one guardsman to move away on a patrol, and then eliminate the men one at a time.
Yes, this first mission is a bit hand-holdy. Anyway, as you can see in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, I'm Kahuna, that's me. There's Boomer, who's the partner who always stays by your side no matter what. Jester and Spectre are Bravo team, and you can order them to reinforce points or go to certain waypoints on the map. You can give them orders which they will carry out independently. But yeah, and as you can see, as the tutorial tip has just shown, well, you can read it. I don't need to narrate it. Anyway, right. That sensitivity is terrible, and sadly, I can't do anything about it. Oh well. Now, we could just shoot these 2 people, but we're not going to. I'm going to try this the way I always used to do it. Stealth. And yeah, you always have one partner who can speak the vernacular, the language of whatever it is, the organization you're fighting. Right. Oh, I'm cringing because it's if you shoot the boxes or the crates and they figure out you're here, that's not good. Anyway, I always well, stealth. Yeah, this is...
Remember to keep out of sight, keep a low profile, and remain silent if you do not want to be detected by the terrorists.
For the third time, anyway, stealth is the best option. Or, it's certainly... You always... Okay, let me start again. Enemies always start in each levels in their default positions. They don't know you're there until you reveal yourself. And stealth is one of the things you are rated on. So... We are just going to leave those bodies there because no one really comes to check. What I'm going to do now
Good work with the first
is
set of
trigger
guards.
this.
In order to secure the barge, you will need to eliminate the remaining 2 guards. Neutralize them with silent attacks. Use cover and shadows to avoid being seen. Waiting for one of the guards to leave on patrol will help you kill each man silently.
Now what happens is one of those soldiers or terrorists is going to get seasick, come over to where my crosshair is pointed and start vomiting over the edge. So I'm just going to shoot him as he comes by. They're talking about it right now. They always have the same conversation every time you play the level. Unless you get spotted, in which case they might chant war cries or something. Any second now he's going to say something about being sick and then he'll go to take his chunder, as we would put it in Australia. Right, now to deal with that other guy. You have 3 positions which you can shoot from in this game. You can stand, you can crouch, and you can prone. Prone is obviously lying on the ground. I prefer crouch because unless you're taking a sniper shot, and you need the absolute precision, then nice. Crouch is the best option. It's the best go-between for me.
We're in international waters, Commander. We need their communications taken out.
Now, if you press the select button, you can actually see the objectives that you have. Some of them are secondary, but if you fail a primary objective, you fail the game or the level. And if you get incapacitated / quote-unquote killed, you fail. And if all 3 of your teammates get incapacitated, fail. Now, there are 2 sentries. That's one. And that's the other. Now, let's just liberate them. Oh, crap. Oh, I shouldn't have sworn. Okay, if he's just going to take his position. The more I do that, the more likely they are to notice I'm here, although... Come on. Thank goodness. I'm sorry for swearing, although I'm not a monetized YouTuber. I'm not even a YouTuber at all, this is just a hobby. Right. And there was a guy standing there, I believe, who will come to investigate. And we want him to come down the ramp. And thankfully, no one has hurt us. So, we're going to go prone, and we're going to try to overhear a conversation that the leader of this particular, the Iron Brotherhood Russian terrorists on this ship and the black marketeers. If they know you're here, you can't do this. You can also take
Keep
enemy
to the
weapons.
shadows. We don't want any suspicious enemies to deal with.
If they knew you were here, he would have said that line, but it would have said that you had failed the objective. Alright, those 2 are the people I'm talking about, and you need to get these boxes to overhear the intel.
Товар выглядит неплохо. Деньги уже на твоем счету.
Да, я знаю, я проверил.
Мне скоро понадобится еще одна партия товара. Опять оружие и продовольствие.
Ну, с продовольствием проблемы не будет. А вот получить оружие так быстро будет совсем нелегко. И это будет недешево.
Цена не столько важна. Главное, заготовь товар, и я с тобой скоро свяжусь. Удалось ли тебе достать оружие и боеприпасы?
Да, все это есть.
Если ты лжешь, Дмитрий, то с этого корабля ты уже не уйдешь.
Okay, That is a secondary
Need to
objective,
find more intel, sir.
which means you can fail it. Right. At this point, it doesn't really matter if they know, and it looks like they do.
12 o'clock.
Yep. Okay, go loud. We've covered all the stealth objectives anyway. First, this is how you issue commands to your team on the PlayStation 2 controller. It's a circle. You can submit them to the whole team. You can submit them to just your partner, who is Able Unit, so just Boomer, or you can submit to Bravo Unit, Jester Inspector. Anyway, I'm going to tell everyone to follow me and fire at will, because stealth is no longer an option.
I'm going cowboy.
I think they're on us, sir.
That was not the best, but
Tango sighted.
could be a whole
He's
lot
on the
worse.
move. Target eliminated.
Yes, well, I mean, I should have handled that better. I probably should have reloaded before I took the shot, but yeah. Don't think because you have all these people around you that you're invincible.
2 guards are in the freighter's bridge. It will be difficult to eliminate them in these close quarters. You can avoid alerting them by peeking into their room and making precision shots
I'm gonna
with a
save.
silenced weapon.
Make a save
Avoid
state.
making loud noises which will attract the attention of other terrorists. It may also be helpful to wait for one of the guards to make a patrol route and then kill the 2 men separately.
Yeah, I think I will. Everyone, come on. Team. There should be a... Oh yeah, run to crosshairs.
Booyah!
If that guy comes out now... team, let's hold fire for a second.
Going cold.
Some guy will come out of here eventually. There he is. Alright. Back to work, team.
I'm on it from here. Following your lead.
I was a very timid player when I first played this game, and I prefer to let the teammates actually take out the enemies, but the best policy you can have is that to remember that you are the best soldier on this team. Oh, I just took his gun, I didn't mean to. Let's take out the comm unit first. Right. Now we've got to look for intel.
We gotta look for intel, right, sir?
Yeah, in missions that are low light, you do have night vision goggles. It cuts off your peripheral vision, but it's best when going into dark waters. Normally there are 2 people who stand there. I guess they may have retreated if they know we're here. Thankfully with yeah, this is what they do a lot. They the enemies in this game do like... What the... Huh. Scary. The enemies in this game, as I was saying, they do like to chant war cries or just scream before they make their attacks, which actually, if you get into a bottleneck position, you can, or just around a corner, you can figure out where they're going to make their attacks from. Alright.
Tango, he's on the move.
That rifle butt move, the enemy can do that, and if you get hit by that, you are dead. Okay. Got the intel.
I found a book of gibberish, sir. We should take it back to HQ.
Oh, this is...
HQ, we've got the intel and heard some stimulating conversation.
Excellent, men. The intel you've gathered will be very helpful. Don't get it wet on your swim back. Nice work, team. Now, focus on scuttling the ship. It should only take 2 well-placed charges. Then you'll be swimming for home.
Alright, that room with the red lights, that's the engine room, and that's where we have to destroy this ship. I'm a bit nervous because, technically, I didn't even spot that he was hiding behind him. I should have remembered that. Now there is a piece of bonus intel you get in here, but it doesn't actually affect the game. It's a manifesto.
This looks important, sir. Iron Manifesto.
It doesn't actually affect the game though, you don't get any extra points or grading for it. So anyway, plant one charge here.
That's one satchel placed.
Just making sure that I had all the objectives, and we can issue any one of our teammates. I'm going to do Boomer since he's my personal guy.
Roger that, sir.
Tell him to deploy his, and that's
Use
it.
your teammates to plant the second satchel charge by directing them to deploy a satchel through the team command menu.
And now a little
Good work,
cutscene will
team.
take place.
Your escort is on the way. Don't detonate the charges until you're safely off the ship.
So that mission took probably 15 minutes if we don't include the introduction to this episode, because I can actually see the timer now that, because I'm not recording on a full screen. Yes, you do. This is the where you get graded for your, well, all the things are there. So stealth, that's self-explanatory. Accuracy, self-explanatory. Teamwork, that is about how well you issue commands to your team. And like, say you were going to run around a door and you wanted to throw a grenade behind it. You could throw the grenade, or you could get one of your teammates to throw the grenade. And obviously the percentage completed is just how many objectives you did. So anyway, and then we get a little debriefing.
Good job, Commander. The intel you and your team recovered has been invaluable in shutting down the Zami and some of their black market associates. This will curtail the spread of illegal weapons significantly here in the United States and abroad. Your focus now is neutralizing the Iron Brotherhood. We have new intel that indicates they have established a base of operations in remote Alaska. To put a stop to their threat, you will have to infiltrate the camp and uncover their agenda.
This second mission is one of my favorite missions, but that's for another day. Oh, the Zami are the people, the black marketeers who are wearing those yellow uniforms. Just for context, because we didn't go actually through the mission briefing. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. This has been Darius, and I will see you in the next episode. So no matter where you are in the world, have a good day.